Wake Up Albany. I'm Amanda Baskine. I'm Andy Waslaski.
I'm John Diaz.
And I'm Nelson Eusebio. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Today is Monday, March 2nd, 2009.
Dr. Seuss's what would have been 105th birthday.
That's a great day. I'm happy. I like that.
Can you guys believe it's already March now?
It's true.
February flew by. Jeez, before we know it's going to be April, May.
Can you
It'll be
believe
summer.
it's summer?
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah,
it's
of
not.
course.
Like, maybe by that time it might stop snowing.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I thought it was supposed to warm up. It was like high 30s all last week, and now it's back to snow. It's great.
So some campus news. All week, Indian Quad is having Recycle Mania. So it's between February 2nd and March 28th, 2009. So Sustainability Council will be collecting recyclables on Indian Quad. So every day, I don't know, the rest of the week, bring recyclables. One person's trash is another's treasure. This is at University Apartments. It's today, Monday, from 6 to 10 p.m. And Carla, HM Carla, is asking you all to join in her mission to service the community by simply donating to St. Paul Center, who assists women and their children by providing shelter and services. That's very...
That's a good cause.
And then the body image exhibit is going to be in the campus center lobby Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Join Project Shape and Counseling Center staff at an interactive exhibit regarding health body image. Sounds interesting.
Okay, interesting.
And State Quad presents Hitman. So they have the movie Hitman. It's free. So that's on Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. at Penthouse. And then on Thursday at 7 p.m., Indian Quad is hosting Mona Lisa Smiles. That movie, Mona Lisa Smiles. So yeah, everything's free. So
A lot going on this week.
right?
Unusual. No, I'm just kidding. But yesterday afternoon, the National Weather Service announced that southern New England was going to get a snowstorm that could last up to 18 hours and snow up to 15 inches. And this was in effect especially for northern Connecticut, southern New Hampshire, and the majority of Rhode Island and Massachusetts, all of which were predicted to get like the most of all the snow. And the weather warning was in effect from 9 o'clock last night until 5 o'clock this evening. And it's going to be about 3 inches per hour. So
3
fast
inches per
snowstorm,
hour.
yeah. And the region is going to face snow that is blowing, drifting, freezing temperatures, high winds, and sleet. And there's going to be a lot of delays and cancellations. So I guess their college got a
Yeah,
snow
I guess
day.
every college got a snow day, along with every single college on Long Island. I don't know if you got
Everywhere, except Albany.
Except
is
for Albany.
canceled today. The winter storm warnings are also in effect on Interstate 95 from Maine to the Carolinas, and also in Georgia and Alabama. Yeah, that's really rare.
Georgia and Alabama.
Said the snow made delayed flights. I can't get that out. And in Alabama, more than 210 churches in the central part of the Bible Belt had to cancel their morning services.
Jeez, serious then, canceling church.
And it's expected to snow 2 to 4 inches in Atlanta, which is usually warm, I think, this time of year. And that's where the Delta airline is based, and the airline company had to cancel 300 flights as a result of the snowstorm, most of which were to or from Atlanta. And the Georgia Department of Transportation began to prepare for the snowstorm by sending out 200 trucks to make sure that the roads were safe for traveling. I can't believe it's snowing in Georgia.
It's probably snowing more in Georgia than it is here in Albany.
Probably. It's not that bad yet, but I think it might get bad. Here?
We need a weatherman.
Yeah.
Wake up Albany needs a
Wake up
weatherman.
Albany. We need a weatherman.
And also, Sunday afternoon yesterday, it started snowing in Germantown, Tennessee, and it had 5 inches of snow. And the state had to have 260 employees salt and plow the roadways.
For
They
5
even
inches
have
of snow?
I don't
You're
know.
probably not used to snow down there, I guess.
In New York, Mayor Michael Bloomberg announced more than 1,300 sanitation workers would spread salt and plow city streets to prepare for the snowfall. So everyone's getting ready or working hard to keep the roads safe. In Charlotte, North Carolina, could face up to 8 inches of snow. And Mayor Adrian Fenty of Washington, D.C. announced that the district was facing a snow emergency, and that all parked cars that were in any street considered to be a snow emergency route were going to be towed so that the plows could come through and plow curb to curb.
It's
It's a little drastic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's coming to be like the end of the world right now.
It's snowing everywhere but here. Like,
But the funny
this
part
isn't
is,
a
you
lot
know,
of
I'm not
snow.
complaining.
probably like by next week, everywhere
I
but
just want
here, it's
snow
gonna be like 70, 80 degrees again.
And we're gonna have snow. We're gonna have a cancellation
You're right.
next week.
Probably. Alright, well, the next article news, I'm sure everybody has heard that 2 NFL players are among the 4 boaters missing off the Florida coast. NFL players Corey Smith and Marcus Cooper set out on choppy seas on Saturday and never returned home from their fishing trip as expected on Sunday morning. Let's see. I think they were on a boat that was 21 feet long.
Yeah,
Or-
it was a
yeah,
fishing vessel,
boat.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty dangerous for the weather conditions that they were having. They haven't heard from them since, I don't know.
The Coast Guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they started a search and they searched the area at 2 a.m. on Sunday.
Using a helicopter.
Yeah, the Coast Guard sent out a helicopter, an 87-foot ship,
Yeah.
to search the 750 square mile area. That's
And the
big
search
area.
lasted for 8 hours, and before the boat was replaced with a larger one. So.
It says both of them have experience on the water, so hopefully, I don't know, experience surviving on a deserted island or something.
They didn't have communication with them, the men, even before they left. So starting out, I don't think that was a really good idea.
The Coast Guard, Timothy Close, said that even though the guard hasn't received the distress signal, there still may have been one
Yeah.
that was.
I'm sure they're fine. They're probably just, I don't know,
Well,
wandering someplace.
what teams do they play for? It
The
says,
Raiders.
The Lions and all
Yeah.
Raiders.
Raiders.
And both teams said that they're monitoring reports and have issued statements saying that their thoughts and prayers are with the families of those missing and those involved in the search. So.
It's weird though, isn't that when they left, it was blue skies and calm seas, and then I guess the waters got really choppy during the day. So it's unfortunate.
Hopefully they'll find them soon.
In other news, we have stuff about Chris Brown and Rihanna, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
3 weeks after Chris Brown allegedly battered his girlfriend Rihanna, the two have gotten back together. They were apparently spending time together on Miami Beach's Star Island at one of Sean Diddy Combs' homes. And in People magazine, in its most recent issue, it reported that Brown called Rihanna on her 21st birthday to wish her happy birthday. And Brown's case is yet to be presented to the district attorney, who will decide if any charges will be prosecuted.
Isn't that feel like under like Rihanna's choice?
Yeah, I cannot believe she's getting back together with him.
She's such a role model
I really
to so
can't.
many girls. Like, I don't understand how she could do that. Like, so many girls just look up to her.
She might be getting back together with him just for Chris Brown's image. Because I feel like if she didn't, then people might like be boycotting Chris Brown and
What about
his
her
music.
image?
Extra.
That does hurt her image a lot.
And at the same time,
Woman powered, stand up for yourself. I think it's completely opposite. But they're happy, I guess, and
That's the most important. Guys, there's love out there.
don't hate your
Remember.
girlfriend.
Yeah. In other entertainment news, the Jonas Brothers movie, Jonas Brothers 3D concert experience, grossed a disappointing $12.7 million from the past weekend. I think it was supposed to be close to $15 million. They were supposed to
they were
make.
expecting.
Yeah.
And how much did they make?
12.7 million.
With the little tweens out there. And
I don't know. I
Jonas
don't
Brothers.
see the Jonas Brothers world domination anymore.
Well, but Diana Goes to Jail dominated their movie, so that movie got $16.5 million.
And not only did the Jonas Brothers movie fail to live up to the initial projections, but they re-projected for the rest of the weekend after Friday's disappointing box office sales, and they lowered what they thought, and it didn't even like live up to that. So it didn't make what they.
Well, you can't even blame the recession either, because America has increased their spending at the box office. An unprecedented surge in ticket sales this year of 17.5% to 1.7 billion is not even based on the rising cost of tickets. Attendance is up 16%. One of the reasons the boost could be the mix of movies released lately has been more audience friendly.
I think,
So-
It's
yeah,
having
it
pretty
says
good
here also,
lately.
but it makes a lot of sense. I mean, nowadays you can't really afford to go anywhere else.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what
so
it
you
is.
spend-
Movies.
A movie's expensive itself. I know that.
Especially here.
But compared to vacation,
But compared to going on vacation
anything
or
else,
in
yeah.
New York City especially, you can't go to really Broadway shows because Broadway tickets now
Yeah.
like $100 a ticket. And like to go to a
Yeah,
restaurant is
yeah,
pretty
take your
out
kids
of
The
to a movie or
baseball
something.
games, the Mets and Yankees
Uh-huh.
tickets are going to be more expensive because of the new stadium. So movies should be doing well.
My sister goes to SUNY Cortland, and the movies near Cortland are $5.
Yeah, I went to Scranton, Pennsylvania, and they were $5.
$5.
Oh, a lot of
So,
schools have their own movie theaters too, and
Well,
they don't
yeah.
have to pay anything.
Well, we have, that's what we have. Like, they're doing like Harvey Milk on Friday, and we're doing Hitman and all that other stuff, and Mona Lisa Smiles, so you should take advantage. Free movies.
I think I'm gonna do that. Save $10.
It's a good day,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a good day for the guys, right? I mean, you're not really spending.
Yeah, we're gonna spend money on a date.
Movie in Indian and dinner at Chartwell's.
There you go, let's wait for you.
Great combo.
Yeah, you guys don't like that?
Chartwell's?
Chartwell's in the movie in
If a
Indian?
guy swipes through you, you wanna...
Oh yeah, it's a great date. I recommend that.
Candlelight.
In the dining hall.
Yeah.
Dining hall.
You can put it in the back, like where there's a wall, you know, so nobody sees it.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, they even
true.
have TVs back there.
Nah, but watching TV, you gotta pay attention.
Can't
No,
interact.
you can't watch TV if you're gonna go to a movie later.
That's true.
That is
That's
true.
way too much watching. Another thing.
Has to be dinner and the movie, then I can create it then. Is there a way that works for girls?
You guys are just trying to get out of paying for dates here. I think.
We're just looking for some advice. Dinner, movie, dinner. What do you
I
like?
don't think it matters. I don't, yeah.
Can you watch a movie on an empty stomach or?
That's true, that's true.
Just why
Maybe
it's so
dinner
popular.
You
first.
guys aren't gonna spring for
I
popcorn
think for
either.
guys it should be dinner than the movie because like the price of food at the movie theater is outrageous.
I know,
That's true,
right?
that's
Like,
true.
a small popcorn's like $8.
But they are trying to get out of spending them.
We're in a
I
recession.
feel bad for
Come
your
on.
dates this
Yeah.
weekend.
We are in a recession, guys, and you know sometimes you gotta live with it.
Well, if you want to go out with these guys, you know where they're taking you. No surprise there.
Charles and Steve Penthouse to watch Hitman.
Any takers?
If you're lucky, I might even give you the campus.
There you go. Doing us 11 cents.
Keeping it classy. Classy.
I'm on pump.
Bonbon Pond. There you
That's
go.
not, yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, what else?
We have some Mexican drug wars going on, right?
Yeah, over the last few months, Mexican cities bordering the United States, such as Tijuana, have seen a lot of drug cartel bloodshed. In 2008 alone, Mexican officials estimated that more than 5,300 people were killed in crime-related slings. Those traveling should be careful in northern Mexico because the military and drug cartels are engaging in firefights without any warning. And the resorts in Mexico, though, are considered to be typically safe, which is good news for those planning to go to spring break in Cancun and other parts of
Spring break is
Mexico.
coming up soon.
And unless tourists leave the resorts, they shouldn't be overly concerned with safety. And according to the owner of Castle Travel, Bella Cruz, resort owners like himself are not going to be inclined to send their clients out to a place that may be not safe because the resorts are responsible for the safety of their guests. So everything should be okay for spring break.
If you stay on the
time.
resort, right?
Yeah, as long as you stay on the
But
resort.
even so,
it
even
won't
when there's
bother.
not drug wars going on, it's
You
really
don't have to be
unsafe.
careful,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. And officials in the United States have actually issued a travel alert telling those on the diplomatic staff that unnecessary travel to Durango and other spots in the area should be avoided. And officials have also issued a warning to those going on spring break to be vigilant when traveling in cities near the United States-Mexico border. So,
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Mexico's a big spring break area because it's so nice this time of year.
Cancun,
Acapulco.
Acapulco, yeah. I was like, what's
going
that?
there.
No, I know.
Is MTV going to be there for spring break? They usually
They always
are.
I don't know. Well, they canceled TRL, so they might have
Oh,
just,
yeah.
A lot of people are on spring break next week. I know my friend came to visit
Yeah.
this weekend, and she said a bunch of like our friends from home have spring break this week, and then we don't have till April.
Our spring break is really
I know, you know what? I don't mind having
We just had a
April
week
'cause-
off.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a week off.
No,
That was so nice.
Don't even have that off. Like, you just have to go home
Just
for the
for the
weekend.
weekend.
For the
That's
My
Easter.
friend said she's
Yeah.
not even going home for Easter.
Yeah.
So
You gotta go home for Easter.
yeah. Easter egg
Easter
hunt.
egg.
Easter eggs
Easter
are
egg.
fun, guys.
But he color the Easter eggs first.
You
Wait, you don't do that anymore?
I've been done that since I was like 5.
Alright, you're lying.
And he's like, I'm going back to my
Actually,
roots to
no.
do that right now.
Another good day.
There you go. We'll color Easter eggs.
That would actually be kind of cute.
Yeah.
Either one of you guys want to color Easter eggs?
We'll do it all together.
Yeah, we'll have a nice group date.
Alright.
Double date. There you go. It'll be cheaper. We'll split the bill.
Right.
In Washington State, actually, there's a new death with dignity law that will be taking effect on Thursday. This is going to happen so that terminally ill patients with less than 6 months to live are going to give the doctor the choice to lethally inject them with lethal things. So at first it doesn't sound too controversial, but it's actually pretty controversial because they don't know how many doctors are actually going to feel comfortable with doing this. You know, if somebody's like injecting me with something lethal, they don't know if the doctors are going to actually feel comfortable doing it to have, I guess, that type of thing sitting on their conscience.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you killed the person.
Exactly. So it says here some hospitals are actually opting out of participation, which would prevent the doctors from having to participate on their property. So that kind of helps for people that don't want to do it. But that's something that's controversial.
I think it's great. If somebody's terminally ill, there's no point. If you know.
But would you want to be the doctor that injected the person?
I mean, doctors have to be around that type of stuff all day. Like, people dying.
I don't think all doctors have to do it. Just like a certain amount in each hospital, maybe that are willing to do it, so you don't put other people out there.
When they do the death penalty in jails and stuff, don't they have like 3 injections and 3 different people give it to them so they don't know who gave them a lethal injection?
Right.
I never heard of that before.
It's with the electric too. They have like 3 switches, and
then you
know which.
So you wouldn't know.
So maybe they'll do that.
So you didn't have like that on your shoulders that like you killed
way to
someone.
do things.
It's fun.
It's always going to be a controversial issue, though.
Well, Washington is the 2nd state behind Oregon to have a voter-approved measure allowing assisted suicide. So I wonder how Oregon's been doing.
I wouldn't call it assisted suicide. I think that's kind of like, I don't know, that's scary. If you're really sick and...
Well, I guess technically it is suicide, though.
I know, but still, I think you could put like another name on it.
I mean, you don't want to live in pain, like, to be for like 6 months living in extreme pain.
Right.
Yes, that's not
Death is more
fair.
peaceful, I guess. Some people consider it to make so.
You never really know until you're like in that situation, though.
I don't want to be in that situation.
I don't either.
But
Well, some hospitals are opting for participation, out of participation, which would prevent their doctors from participating on their property. So they won't have to kill them in the hospital. That's crazy.
Really
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
but it's
their
a law.
houses.
If it's a law, don't they have to do it? I don't.
No.
hospitals
because
are
they have
private.
nothing to
Hospitals, a lot of hospitals are privately run. So a private institution can say what they want to have practiced on their grounds. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
And they definitely have to have like probably a second opinion about if the person's like terminally ill. Because you can't just go killing everyone who's really sick.
Well, I'm sure there's a law that probably unified throughout the country that determines whether somebody's terminally ill, I guess, with
Eligible
cancer
for that.
patients
Yeah.
and certain diseases they know already. So
I'm sure they got it under control.
I hope so.
they probably know better than we do.
But we have stuff about horses, actually. Cash-strapped owners and unforgiving economy have left an undetermined number of thoroughbred horses homeless. Sorry. So pretty much horses are homeless.
But you know what? I think this ties into, it's not just horses, it's a lot of animals that a lot of country with the recession, a lot of people
Can't afford it.
they can't afford, or what happens a lot nowadays is you get a pet, you find the cute at first, you're happy with it, but after a couple of months it gets you crazy. And people a lot of times aren't bringing your animals to the shelters, they're just running to the nearest park that they can find, and they leave Gucci there while they're on the way.
That actually happened in my town. Someone threw a litter of kittens out a window of a moving car.
That's
it was
horrible.
a really big story.
I heard
it was really unfortunate.
I used to live in Florida a couple of years ago, and a big problem in Florida, you guys aren't really like this, so maybe you either. A lot of people in Florida, they had snakes, anacondas, big anacondas, and they got too big to a point where they couldn't really take care of them anymore. They would let them go. And in Florida, I saw that on Discovery Channel 1. Florida's a perfect place. It's warm, they have the Everglades all around. So now there's a big problem that there's 20, 30-foot anacondas going around Florida. So in Florida there's a lot of people.
That's crazy.
That's what you need to do is wake up, go swimming, and find the anaconda swimming with you.
Well, do you know that if you get stranded someplace where you're camping and you put a rope around where you sleep, snakes won't cross over the rope? You
Do
guys
they
know
think
that?
it's another snake?
I don't know. But isn't that, I learned that on like the Discovery Channel, like you know, like the guy that goes.
Oh, because they think it's another snake.
I guess they won't cross
Oh,
over in the
I don't
rope.
think that's true until the bigger snake.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna have a rope while you're stranded in the desert. What's the chance?
I don't know. But I'm just like,
Shoot
yeah,
it.
If you have it,
Really
it's
good
fine.
camping someplace. You know, just throw a rope around you. I don't think it'll fend off the 20 feet anacondas.
Did you ever see one?
Me?
Yeah.
I actually had snakes in my backyard, not anacondas. I had snakes in my backyard, and I remember for about 3 months, my mother would not go in the backyard, and because she saw them a couple of times.
Were
weren't
they
really
garden
big.
snakes?
No,
No, they're the black ones.
they were in Florida. The national snake in Florida, not national snake. The water moccasin. It's one of the most deadliest snakes in the world, actually. And I think we had a few of those in the backyard. They were babies, so I saw one once, and I didn't go outside either because they'll kill you. So
When I went to Florida, I saw a snake too. It was in my cousin's garage, and I flipped out. Snakes are my worst fear.
I'm not gonna lie. The other day, I had a nightmare about snakes for some reason,
I used to
and
have really bad
I don't really get scared of nightmares, but I woke up petrified. Like I don't know why. For some
Oh,
reason.
snakes are scary things.
Snakes are. Don't anybody that's gonna get me something, don't give me a snake, please. Birthday's coming up, oh, happy birthday to everybody, guys. Happy birthday. Today's Chris Martin's birthday also. That's the lead singer from Coldplay. For a lot of big fans out there, today's John Bon Jovi's birthday.
I love John Bon Jovi.
Everybody gets excited for that.
And you share your birthday with Dr. Seuss. Doesn't get much better than
That's
that.
true.
I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie.
Speaking of John Bon Jovi, guys, I got Rock Band over the weekend.
Do you like
I
it?
didn't get it personally, somebody got it, but I felt like I got it. It's bad news.
Oh, it's addicting.
It's
It's
bad
addicting, right?
news. My butt hurts from the chair. I feel like I'm Ringo Starr now, which I'm really not.
What are you
It's a
best
great
at?
ego booster.
Well, I play the drums, so
The
that's
drums
why
are
I
nice.
call myself Ringo Starr now.
There you go.
I might drop out of college.
Join the band.
Our
A rock
band,
band.
our band,
Rock
take on
band,
many
Do you have a
bands
name for your band?
now. We're working on that. We're experimenting with a lot of names. You could come check us out live, 2101, about 24 hours a day at this point.
Except when your fire alarm goes off.
Fire alarm! Fire alarm! I was sleeping, having a good dream, no nightmares about snakes today. And at 4:30 in the morning, all I wake up is to wake up. There's a fire in your building, and get downstairs. It was a lady, and
That voice is so much
Wait,
better
there's
than.
there's a
We don't
voice
have a
now.
voice?
There's a voice now. A voice of
Oh,
the
you low
fire.
risers.
That's horrible.
Well, the tower has a voice.
I think my
It was
eardrums
horrible.
like blasted out last time we had a fire drill at 5 o'clock in the morning because there was like bogeys in my room, strobe lights galore.
Yeah, now
I couldn't even
there was strobe lights too.
see.
There's strobe lights. There's a lady speaking to you, and I had to walk from the 21st floor downstairs at 4:30 in the
That's
morning.
horrible.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
I took my sweet time. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I would too.
I think I would've
Good thing
thrown
there wasn't
myself
really a
downstairs.
fire. But here's the part that kind of
So
bothered.
painful.
Here's the kind of part that kind of bothered a lot of people. It's a fire. Well, it's supposed to be a fire. Like the police, the fire people, firefighters. The firefighters took like 20 minutes to get there.
Oh yeah, that happened last time with us too.
The only good thing was I got to a higher level on Brick Breaker on my cell phone, so I broke my record, so that made me happy. But whoever pulled the fire alarm or whatever happened, don't do it again.
Someone
please.
probably burnt toast or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what always happens.
No, but not
And my
even.
mom-
The girls above me
There's no-
burn toast all the time on Empire, and their alarm is always going off from
There's
burnt
no
toast.
toaster ovens in the tower.
No, you're allowed
No,
to
people
have
have them,
pop-up
people have
toaster
them.
ovens.
You're not allowed to have pop-ups.
They're in there.
Not toaster ovens. You're allowed to have pop-up toasters.
Yeah.
I had one in my
Yeah,
dorm
that's
last
really
year.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm a junior.
I
I'm just
don't
finding
have
this out
one.
now.
Yeah, toaster.
I could have had toast this entire college experience, and I had.
Yeah, they have to be the pop-up ones.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. There you go.
I bet you
Well,
like
can
little
get
I was
that
making
is.
it every day.
Once I actually slept through the fire alarm freshman year. I don't know
How
if it didn't
did
go
you do
off
that?
that loud or I was really tired, but I slept straight through the
Well,
whole
now
thing.
they do
And my roommate.
5 random room checks, and if they find you that you're in your room, you actually, I think you get kicked off campus. You don't get expelled or anything, but like they pretty much say you can't live.
You lose housing.
Yeah,
You don't run away from fires off campus.
I don't know.
I don't know
That's what
how
my RA
anyone can
told
sleep
me.
through the fire alarm
Well, if
here.
you're really tired, then you can just get up.
What if there's
pretty
no
tired.
fire?
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I thought about it for about 2 minutes. I was like, am I really? But
At 5 in the
went.
morning,
I
I think
didn't go. Don't come look at me. I went. But it's a long way from the 21st floor.
Did
And
you
then-
take the elevator back up?
No.
You had to
You know,
walk up 21
I
flights.
walked all the way
At
up
like
21
5,
flights.
6
5 in the
Oh my
morning, half
God.
drowsy. And there was me and some kid, and we like by like the 10th floor.
Were you
we were
crawling
like,
up the
I was
stairs?
crawling up. I'm not in shape. I am not in shape.
No, you are. 21 flights.
That's your workout for the day.
My workout for the month
week.
For the
was not good.
Another scary story is that the top U.S. military official said Sunday that Iran is sufficient fissile material for a nuclear weapon, declaring it would be a very, very bad outcome should Iran move forward with a nuclear bomb. Nobody knows exactly how much material Iran has accumulated, but they know that they do have a sufficient amount. And Iran is saying that it's a program intended to provide a country with the own ability to generate electricity from nuclear reactors. They're not admitting that they're building any weapons with this material to try to get out of the treaties that they've signed. But we don't really know for sure. And it's like,
Yeah, that's really
I don't
scary.
know. Personally, I feel kind of controversial with this. I mean, because I feel like we're always telling all these countries all around the world, don't make missiles, don't make nuclear bombs. But we probably have like 30 in our backyard, you know, hanging out ourselves. Why are we able to make bombs but nobody else could? You know,
I
we
think
can control.
we could control everything, but everybody else we
Yeah.
can't. You know.
Well, I think it's just scary because it's Iran. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's
it's
where we have,
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, we have to have faith in governments, you know, other countries
Absolutely.
who work other than the U.S. government.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
Sometimes better work.
you know, diplomacy, you know, talking to them maybe could help out, you know.
well, they're part of the UN, and now they are subjected to various penalties because of this issue. So we'll see what happens with that in the coming weeks.
I actually found something, it's not so much news, but it's more funny. On AOL.com, they said that a lady, who was now 40, was proposed to 9 times.
Oh, and she said no
Yeah, she
every
said
single
no
time.
Every single time, right?
Someone has to
Why
be
are
honest.
you girls so mean?
She's a
Why?
British.
Hey.
She's a British.
It's one woman.
She said that her reason for this was that she just wasn't herself. She said she'd find a guy and just like work off of him. Like, so if he likes sports, she'd act like she likes sports. If he liked reading, she acts like he liked
So
reading.
she has no mind of her
So
own.
yeah, that's pretty much what she actually came out and said.
They
Don't
do
you think
living
she should have told them
alive.
this? Maybe at least about the 9th guy.
Well,
Yeah.
This is how I
she just realized that's why she got so many proposals.
Oh, she didn't pick us.
So I
You know what it
guess
reminds me of? The movie Runaway Bride?
I was gonna say
How she likes the same ex as all the guys she's gonna marry, and then she realizes at the end she finds herself. It's similar.
I guess.
Well, I bet you those 9 guys actually ended up going to that new coffee spot that's going on.
Oh, yeah, that. In Maine,
That's it,
right?
yeah.
In a town with less than 4,500 residents, an owner opened up a coffee shop that is served by people that are topless. The restaurant has 15 employees, 10 women and 5 men, and apparently they didn't hire tens referring to appearance. We hired everyone from skinny to big boned women. So, I mean,
Women.
one waitress already received a $100 tip from just 1 cup of coffee. So, I don't have any problem.
Working there, get $100.
No, I wouldn't. That's
For a
totally
cup
not
of coffee.
classic. But yeah,
Is this
apparently,
legal?
yeah, they got it. They got it signed.
They could
and
have
stuff.
nude beaches. They could have a nude
Coffee shop.
coffee shop. But how does the health codes work?
Oh, that's true. I don't
Right?
know.
Probably. Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe we'll have to go there. and
Does it say what
experience
it's
it.
called?
People have
No,
Take a
it
trip up
doesn't.
to me.
They're clean too. Look,
But,
you go to Hooters and look at what they're wearing. They're not wearing much more than that. I ate their chicken wings real quick. I don't think twice.
Well, we have to wrap it up. So,
Yeah.
hope everyone has a great week and stay warm in this.
Stay out of the
Yeah,
snow.
right.
Yeah.
Have a good morning.
Wake up, Albany.
Bye.